Yes, very good. Solids, they will have a definite shape, okay, and they have a definite volume, okay. Children, in the last class, we have discussed the arrangement of particles in solids, liquids, and gas, okay. So, the particles, if they are tightly arranged, okay, then it will be called as a solid, okay. If the particles are loosely packed than the solids, okay, then it is liquids, okay children. Then comparative to solid and liquid, if the particles are freely able to move, then we term it as gases, okay. Yes, till here we had completed, okay. So solids have a definite shape and size, okay. What about liquids, children? Liquids, they have a definite. Yes, very good, children. Yeah, very good. Yes, page number is 34. Page number is 34, children. Okay, yes. And what about gases?
Gas do not have shape, size, and weight.
Yes, very good. Okay, they do not have a definite volume nor a definite shape. Okay, now if you take the different shapes of a balloon, okay, they will take according to the shape of that container. Okay, balloons. Next, we have discussed few fill in the blanks also in the last class. Okay, page number 35, the blue colored box. Yes. Okay. Yes, children. Today we will be looking after solutions. Children, have you heard the word solutions?
Yes, solution is the method of solution is the method of
Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay. So now if you take a water and if you add sugar or salt, okay, and if you stir it well, then we call it as a, yes, we call it as a sugar solution. If you are adding sugar to water and stir it well, we call it as a sugar solution. Okay. If you are adding salt to the water, then you call it as salt solution. Okay. Regarding like what solute you are adding. Now, if I am adding salt to water, salt will be called as a solute. Yes. Okay. Salt, what you are adding, the thing that you are adding to water, it will be called as, yes, solute. Solute. Okay. And the water to which you are adding, okay, that water will be called as solvent. Yes, liquid will be called as solvent. Okay, children. This part, is it clear? Okay. Now, yes. Now see here. This is a salt. Okay, it is a salt. I will be adding it to water. Okay, yes. Now here salt will be called as solute. The liquid will be called as solvent. Okay, and remember children, water is known as universal solvent because maximum things it will get dissolved in water. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. So, water is called as an universal solvent. Please underline the page number 36. Page number 36. Take pencils in your hand. First paragraph. A solution is a mixture in which the components are spread uniformly. Did you get it? Yes. So, this is regarding the definition of solution. Okay, yes. So what is the solute? As I told you, solute is a substance. Okay, in liquid the component that will dissolve, okay, the component that will get dissolved in water will be called as solute. Okay, in which you are going to dissolve it? You are going to dissolve it in water.
Water.
Yes, so water will be called as a solvent. Yes, and water is universal solvent. Okay, yes. So down the dark bold color letters they have told regarding the solute and solvent. Please underline the next paragraph. The components of a solution. Okay, they can ask you what are the components of a solution. It is a solute and a solvent. Okay, very good. Okay, solute and solvent are the two components of solution. Till here, is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So the next one, down they have told you the separate definition of solute and separate definition of solvent. Okay. Yes. See children, the component that dissolves in liquid will be called as an solute. In which we are going to dissolve it, that will be called as an solvent. Okay. Yes. So down regarding universal solvent, if we are adding salt in water, okay, and after stirring, what will happen? Do you find any salt inside that? No. Yes. Why it is? Yes, children. Why it is? Because it will get completely dissolved. Yes. Okay. It will get completely dissolved in water. Why it is getting dissolved? Because there are some empty spaces in water. Okay, there are some empty spaces in water. Yes, okay, that will be lemonade. Okay, lemon juice. Okay, children? Yes. So, in water, there are empty spaces. Okay, within that empty space, this salt will get dissolved. Okay, it will occupy the space between the water molecules and it will get completely dissolved. Okay? Yes. So we will do a small activity, children. Okay, 1 minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you see the glass?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So children, just see. Here I will take 2 glass of water. Okay. 2 glass of water. And here I will be mixing 1 spoon of salt.
Ma'am, we can see only one glass, ma'am.
Why? 2 glasses you cannot see?
Ma'am, we can see. No, ma'am.
No.
Ma'am, we can see only one glass.
See now.
Yes, ma'am. Now we can see, ma'am, 2 glasses.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
1 minute, children. Here we will be adding spoon of salt. Okay. I will be adding salt here. Yes. And I will be putting it in 1 glass. Okay. I will stir it well. What will happen to the solution, children?
Ma'am, it will be salty.
Yes, obviously it will be salty. Okay. Yes. Just check here, children. I am dissolving the salt in water. Okay. Yes. Will it get dissolved or no?
It can dissolve. It will go dissolve.
Yes, it will dissolve. Okay. Yes. So children, in the next glass, in the second glass, I will be adding now salt. Okay. I will be adding salt now. I had taken both equal amount of water. Okay. Now, will the sand dissolve in water?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yes. It will not get dissolved, children. Okay. It will simply settle down. Okay. Down you can see. I will show you clearly. Can you see?
I'm like brown.
Yes. Down it has got completely settled down.
Brown color.
Yes. Okay. And you can also observe that there is the small increment in the water level. Can you see? I will show you again. See, if I keep on adding sand to water, okay, you can see that the water level is being increased.
Ma'am, it is coming up.
Yes. See, If I
Ma'am, it is
add,
insoluble in
yes.
water.
Okay, so as you compare both, see here the water level in the first glass, it has remained the same. Okay, there is no any increment. But if you see the water level in the sand solution, okay, we don't call it a solution because it has not got dissolved.
Yes.
Yes, it has not got dissolved. Yes, Shreya, can you see the sand? It has pushed up the water level to the top. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
here you can see the increment in the water level. This is because sand will not get dissolved in water. It will push
It is
up.
insoluble.
Yes, it is insoluble. It will push up the water which was there initially down. It has pushed up the water upside. Okay, and hence we can see the increment in the, see children, can you see now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes, the water level now it has increased comparative to, you cannot see clearly.
Yes, ma'am. It is clear.
Yes, it is very clear children.
Ma'am, it is clear.
Okay, here we can see that there is increment in the water level. You can do it in your home also children. Take two transparent glass. Okay, take two transparent glass, and what you do, in one you can put salt and try to dissolve it. Okay, see here children, salt is completely dissolved. Can you see salt here?
Yes, ma'am, like water. It is
Yes, it is completely like water. Okay, there is no salt found. Yes, there is no salt found below the down. Okay, down to the water level. Okay, but in case of sand, as we have tried to dissolve it, it has not got dissolved, and it is completely settled down as it is. Instead, what it has done, it has pushed the water to the top, and there is increment in the water level. Is it clear, Gaurav?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes, I hope children it is clear. Okay, in this activity, what it is clear, that salt will get dissolved, whereas sand will not get dissolved. Sand will push the water level to the top, okay, which will show the increment in the water level. Is it clear? Okay, but
Yes, ma'am.
yes, yes, okay. So in this salt solution, now we will call this as salt solution. Yes or no?
Salt solution.
Yes. Here, children, can you tell me what is the solute we have used here?
Ma'am, salt.
Very good. It is salt.
And salt.
Very good, children. Okay. So here we have used salt as a solute. What is the solvent here? Solvent. No, no, no. I'm asking you what is the solvent? Very good. Yes, it is water. Okay. So water is our, yes, water is the solvent. Salt is the solute. Yes, the component we have used.
Water is a solvent.
Yes, okay. So we have used the component salt. This will be called as a solute. Okay, and water we have used, which is known as solvent, and water is known as universal solvent also. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Later on, children, later on, what will happen? There is an increase in the volume of the water in case of sand solution. Okay, because sand will not get dissolved, and there are, that empty space will not be filled by the sand, and hence it is not a sand solution. Whereas salt will get dissolved in water. In water there are the empty spaces, and that has been filled by salt. I hope this part is clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
William Inturi. Don't get shocked. Yes. See, why you people, as soon as I call, leave the meeting? I'm just asking you whether it is, whether the, yes. So the next one is regarding saturated solution. Okay. Here The next concept is regarding saturated solution. Children, now if you are taking half glass of water, okay, and I am going to add 1 spoon of salt, okay. Here the capacity is maximum 1 to 2 spoons of salt, okay.
Solution is called that cannot be dissolved in the water.
Yes, very good, okay.
That cannot dissolve.
Yes. So, if I keep on adding salt to the minimum water, what will happen, children? Salt will tell that I will get dissolved, but even I have the, yes, but even I have one capacity. Okay. Now, if I ask you to study for a longer time, is it possible?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So, even the solution will tell that. What does the solution tell us? Solutions will tell us that, look, even I am having one capacity, okay. I have the capacity to get dissolved, but still there is the limitation also, okay. Here if I keep on adding the salt, okay, the stage will come where the water will tell that no, it's out of my capacity, I can't get more dissolved. Okay, the water will tell that the capacity is over, and slowly the salt will get settling down. Okay, that thing will be called as a saturated solution. Okay, children, please underline page number 36, last paragraph, saturated solution. Devi, you can hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, please underline the last line. When a solution cannot dissolve any more of the solute, okay, it is called a saturated solution. Very important, children. Please underline the important line.
Ma'am, underline.
Yes, very good. Okay.
Ma'am, I also underline.
Yes. Sanjana, did you underline?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any doubt till here? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Yes.
No, ma'am.
Okay, children. Okay. So when a solution cannot dissolve still more solute, okay, maximum limit has been reached, that will be called as a saturated solution. Okay. Next one, children, types of solutions.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This
Page
page number 36. Okay, here sand particles are very large enough to occupy the empty space in the water. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the size of the sand is very large enough, and it is not that dissolvable in water. Okay, it can't go within the spaces in the water and make a solution, and hence we get it simply as this. Okay, simply it will get settled down. Okay,
Sand will be half in water.
yes.
And that sand will be half in water.
Yes, okay, because it will not get completely dissolved. Okay, yes. So, children, the next one, types of solutions. Okay, till now we have understood completely regarding solution. I will repeat once again. The component that we are adding, for example, salt, is called as a solute. We are adding it in water. Okay, yes, this is called as a solvent. Very good. Okay, and after adding we call it as
Salt solution.
very good, it is salt solution. Very good, children, it is salt solution. If I am adding sugar, if I am adding sugar to water, it will be called as sugar solution. Very good. Okay, yes. So next one, children, types of solutions. Till now, what all we have seen? We have seen liquid and solid solution. Okay, till now we have seen liquid and solid solution. Now we will be looking after liquid solution. Okay, we will be adding liquid to liquid only. So it is called as an liquid solution. Okay, can you give me examples, children? Liquid solution. One example, solvent, we can take water. Yes, very good. Yes, milk and water, oil and water. Yes, yes. So both solute and solvent both should be liquid. Yes, yes, very good. Okay, so children, things that we are adding is called as solute. So even solute should be liquid. Yes, liquid and liquid solution, meaning solute and solvent both should be liquid. Okay, I hope this is clear to everyone. Here, liquids that will get dissolved in water, okay, that will be called as an miscible liquids. Please underline page number 37. Take pencils in your hand. Here, switch on the camera. Yes, okay. Here, underline page number 37, miscible liquids. Yes, liquids that dissolve in water are called as an miscible liquids. Yes, very good. Okay. When miscible liquid is dissolved in water, we will get liquid solution. Yes. Yeah. Liquids that will not dissolve in water, those are called as an immiscible. Spellings, please, you will have to write it in the book. Okay. Spellings, miscible, immiscible. Okay. You will have to learn the spellings, children. While reading the textbook, underline the important line. Okay. In that important words, difficult words. Okay. You will have to write it in your book. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So immiscible liquids are the one in which liquids will not get dissolved in water. Those are called as an immiscible liquids. Okay. Next, they do not form a solution with water. They will not form any solution with water. Yes. Last one is regarding liquid gas solution. Children, can you tell me any example? Yes, okay. Now, children, have you, did you drink? Yes, okay. Now we will drink soft drinks. Yes?
Water, it will fizz.
Yes, it will fizz out. Okay. So, in case of soft drinks, okay, you all like drinking soft drinks?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
There are few drinks in which while you just open the cap, okay, what will happen? There is a fizzing sound. Yes. Yes, very good. Okay, the bubbles will come out. Okay, wherein the gas is being suppressed into the liquid. Okay, gas is dissolved into the liquid. Here they use carbon dioxide gas. Okay, that is dissolved in particular liquid. Okay, that is called as a liquid gas solution. Is it clear to everyone? And if you keep the cap continuously open, what will happen? The gas will completely go out. Okay, and the taste is not that good. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, there are few aerated drinks. Those drinks are called as an aerated, aerated, aerated drinks. Air is been dissolved into the liquid. That will be called as an aerated drink. Okay, so carbon dioxide gas is added to aerated drinks to give it a fizz. The question can be asked, what gas is used or which gas is used to make aerated drinks? What is the answer?
Ma'am, liquid gas solution.
Yeah, but which gas? Very good. Yes, it is carbon dioxide. Okay, so carbon dioxide gas is dissolved in liquid to give the drinks a fizzy. Okay, when you remove the cap of the drink, there is an hissing sound. Okay, so that is the elimination of carbon dioxide gas. Is it clear, children?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
So children, if you are using lemon, okay, there is a lemon, means it is a lemon juice. Is it not forming a solution? Yes, it is forming a solution. Yes, it is forming a solution. It means that when you are adding any liquid to another liquid, it should completely get dissolved. Then it is called as an miscible liquid. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? It should get completely dissolved. What is in case of lemon juice, if you are adding it to water, is it not miscible?
Ma'am, it is a miscible.
It is miscible. Okay, so we call it as a solution. Yes or no? Okay, tell me children, in case of oil, if you are adding oil to water, are you getting any solution?
No, ma'am, it will be not get the solution.
Yes, very good. You don't get a solution because there are two different layers. Okay, water and oil will be completely separated. Okay, so we don't get a solution. Children, you will be doing this activity at home. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, use at least lemon juice, oil, okay, and milk. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
yes. So what will happen? Yes, using water, lemon juice, milk, oil. Okay, don't use kerosene and all. Okay, until and unless you are under the guidance of any elder person, don't do it. Okay, yes. So tomorrow you all will be telling me regarding the solution, which one is forming a solution and which is not forming a solution. Okay, activity page number 37. Page number 37, you all will be doing the activity at home. Okay, yes. Okay, tomorrow we will be looking after physical and chemical changes. Okay, for tomorrow's class, children, please wait. For tomorrow's class, okay, just beside you, you will be carrying rice grains. Okay, what all grains you will have, please keep it beside you. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
and you keep side by a newspaper. Newspaper, okay, rice grains, okay,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, and if you'll have ice cubes in the fridge, ice cubes. Yes, yes, I will send it in the chat box, but I'm telling you, page number 37, there is an activity given for tomorrow's class. Okay, newspaper, rice grains, okay, and ice cubes. Yes, very good. Okay, salt, rice cream, newspaper, ice cubes. I'll send it in the chat box, children. Yes, page number 37. Tomorrow's activity we will be doing it in the class. A small activity. Okay.